The single biggest political headline of the big political day today, 2 days before the elections, was reported by ABC's Jonathan Karl. He reported this morning that the Republican Party nationally had, quote, essentially given up on Republican Senate candidate Joe Miller. Why? Great question. Answer? Murky. The reporting is that even though everyone has been focused on the Republican Civil War between Tea Party Republican Joe Miller and Republican Lisa Murkowski, National Party leaders think that actually Democrat Scott McAdams has a chance in this race, which makes them way less interested in stoking the Miller versus Murkowski fight and way more interested in trying to keep the seat Republican. Somehow, anyhow. The man in charge of Republican Senate campaigning this year, John Cornyn, is denying ABC's reporting.
That's not the case. What we have done, we are supporting the nominee of our party, which is Mr. Miller.
But do you care to give Mr. Miller a vote of confidence here on national TV? Do you think Mr. Miller is going to win?
I think that polls are very close now between Senator Murkowski and Joe Miller. And what we want to make sure of is that the Democrat doesn't win.
Oh, yeah, the Democrat. The big unanswerable in this most excellent of all Senate races is how big a logistical hurdle it would be for Lisa Murkowski to win as a write-in candidate. Nobody's won a U.S. Senate seat as a write-in since 1954. Nobody has ever won a statewide write-in campaign in Alaska. Her running as a write-in candidate both obscures the polling results. How do you poll voters on whether or not they're going to write in a name without mentioning that name? It also makes it difficult to churn up any gut predictions about the race. Are people going to vote for her? Is it going to be difficult for people to vote for her? Is it going to be logistically hard for enough people to write her name in on the ballot that even those who intend to do so will not be able to pull it off? Well, on Friday, the Alaska Supreme Court made all that slightly less difficult by ruling that a list of write-in candidates could be provided to Alaska voters who need the extra help. That would probably give Lisa Murkowski a better chance at winning. So naturally, both the Democratic candidate, Scott McAdams, and the Republican candidate, Joe Miller, are up in arms about that ruling. But it took conservative talk radio and conservative websites to take it a giant step further. They have been encouraging any and all Alaskans to sign up as write-in candidates as if they are running for Senate. So instead of getting a list of 2 or 3 potential write-in candidate names to take into the ballot box, voters would get a whole sheaf of papers with Lisa Murkowski's name just one among, say, hundreds. She'd be somewhere in the middle of the L to N section. When an Anchorage conservative radio host offered prizes to people signing up as write-in candidates, his station took his show off the air. Randomly, Sarah Palin called that a shocking indictment of Lisa Murkowski. Huh? Honestly, that's what she called it on the Facebook. What is Sarah Palin talking about? Who knows? Sarah Palin is so wound up about this Senate race, I think she sees the fact that it is Sunday today as a shocking indictment of Lisa Murkowski. Brett Favre injured, shocking indictment of Lisa Murkowski. So Alaska, in a year of off-the-wall, really strange candidates and really strange campaigns, Alaska, you are still king. King, I say. Alaska Senate race, you are still the weirdest of them all. And we love you for it.